React has reached its escape velocity, and anyone who's trying to come up with a new JavaScript framework or library is going to have a really, really hard time. In this video, we're going to talk about that. So before we go into the details, I'm going to tell you a story how I got into React. So I started building websites with a Microsoft front page. Yeah, that's right. The discontinued front page. Then I started to build websites with the Adobe or Macromedia Dreamweaver before I actually started coding, right? So back in the days, front page or the websites are pretty much separated with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript files. So when I got into Vue, everything just clicked and everything just made sense because you got the template, HTML template, you got the styles, and you got the scripts, just like how it was back in the days. When I saw React for the first time, and my first impression was like, yuck, like JSX, and every component is in one page, and it just didn't make any sense. But times have changed, and the numbers don't lie. And I've said it many times. When we look at the comparison for the Vue and React, there is 135 million downloads and 20 million downloads for the Vue. And it went so far that Tailwind has stopped updating the Vue version. So with the React, we are at version 2, and with the Vue, we're still at 1.7. So basically, how I see this is Tailwind has basically abandoned Vue. This is my perception. And I don't blame them because there is so many more users using React. So if you're doing any business, or if you're building any new package, you have financial incentive to build on React, just as app developers are building iOS first because the money and the cash flow is on another side. So, okay, then we have the ecosystem. This is the big one because let's say the chat-CN really standardized the UI components. So basically, you could use one UI component and it was so easy to install. It was ready to use. And also, okay, then we have animations with Framer motions. It is not React exclusive anymore, but it still has a lot of components or packages or templates that's ready to use in React. Then we have React Native. While we're still talking about web applications here, React Native is enabling first-class mobile experiences in web applications. While it is not straight plug and play, but there is so many packages or written code for small display sizes. After all, they are written in React. Right. Then we have the bleeding edge, which is every new business or open source package, they have incentive to offer it first to React. Then we have community, which is sort of you don't have to explain the community. But the thing that hit the nail in the coffin for me is Tremor, the open source component packages for displaying data. Now with Tremor, it hit me for the first time that I wished I would build my application in React. My application was built on Vue and Laravel, and it really made me feel like I'm missing something. Now, Laravel Cloud and Laravel Nightwatch is built with React, Inertia, Laravel. And I really believe that Tremor was that small edge that made Taylor to switch from Vue to React completely. Okay, that's about it for ecosystem. Now let's talk about AI. Okay? AI talks React. This is so important to understand that when I, for example, on my previous app written in Vue, let's say I'm giving Claude a Vue component, and if I'm not mentioning, it's funny, if I'm not mentioning fix this in Vue, it will automatically print React components and look and also look for, let's say, a V0. You can look at bolt.new. Maybe lovable, but still, they're all printing React components with CN. And this situation gets worse when we move forward and we're not just using single AI tools. With this example, I'm predicting that we're going to use multiple AI models. So in the future, they're all going to talk together like agents, while the AI models can probably understand other coding languages as well. But I'm afraid that React is something that they do the best. If you want the best performance, it's going to be a React with the AI models. All of this creates a very strong networks effect that is super difficult to dismantle. So let's say we got a ride-sharing app, Uber. So if you have a lot of drivers, the customers will come in. And if you have a lot of customers in the app, there will be more drivers coming in. So the app grows by itself like a snowball. And that's what's happening here with React, right? And that is also why I said React has reached its escape velocity. You have every financial incentive to build for React. You have huge ecosystem. And then you have AI who basically just talks React. React is like first language or English language of the coding right now. And that's why with all the network effects, React is what enables speed. If you use React, you're going to be faster than everybody else. And that gives you the competitive edge here. And in this channel, I'm all about speed because in business, speed is everything. If you use React, you're going to be faster than everybody else who doesn't. And if your competitors are using React and you are not, then you're going to be slower, right? So speed enables you to be more productive. And if you're more productive, then you can have more iteration cycles, which then leads to quality products. So speed and the momentum it creates is really addictive. Once you have momentum, you don't want to stop the train. So that's about it for today's video. And see you on the next video, all right? Bye.